Hello, welcome back to episode 2 or vlog 2, whatever you want to call it. If you're new to the channel, basically this YouTube channel is just me recording and tracking my progress towards the goals. I defined those goals in episode 1, so be sure to refer back to that. And I just want to jump right into it to see how fast I can make these updates. So as we established last week, I wanted to follow up with a startup competition advisor. A little context for the new viewers, but basically I made it to the final round of a startup competition within my college, and one of the caveats was that I had to meet with an advisor to learn exactly what I have to produce and prepare for the final presentation. If I win, I can get a scholarship of like $4,000 to help with the startup. So thankfully I did meet with the advisor, and basically one alarming thing that I learned after talking to him was that they're not really sure who gets the IPO of the idea you make, right? So, for example, if my college gets to own the idea, then I can't expand it, right? And so that's something that kind of worries me because, like, do I really want to go all out with this idea if I don't even get to own it and like grow it? Regardless, I still have to create a presentation and present it in front of judges. I just got the rubric, and so transitioning it for like action plans for next week, I want to create a presentation and then like a storyline for that presentation. Now, how does this help my goal of like making money? Well, it's entrepreneurship, and basically, hopefully, in this process, if I do win the competition, I could start actually creating something and then testing and then implementing the app, and that not only give me experience into the app industry, but also like teach me whether it's a profitable idea whether it's a profitable idea or not. And so that kind of helps me get closer to my goal of making money, passive income, or becoming an entrepreneur. In terms of my second goal of writing 5 poems and looking for common themes, I wrote 5 poems, albeit I kind of pushed it really close to the deadline. And in terms of common themes, I think I haven't really figured out exactly, like, in terms of common themes, I'm seeing a lot of me writing about like what I think it is to be a man and like going through like life and struggles and motivation. But then I also started writing just about random shit. This week has been really busy for me. I turned 20, which is kind of wild. And so I wrote a poem about being 20 and like how it felt. And in terms of themes, nothing really has come to mind, but transitioning that into an actionable goal, I want to write another 5 poems. I think that's good just to keep writing and producing. And I want to see and research what are the most popular and best-selling types of poetry books. Are they collections, or are they like a book about a specific like idea or concept? And so by the time of this next video, I will present to you with the 3 types of poetry books that I found that generate the most revenue and income and success. In terms of like specifying and finding like quantifiable goals and improving my character, I found like let's see if this idea works. Let's just say that it's kind of like it's a shit way to be honest. But basically I want to track 3 times when I kind of lose control of my voice and like my temper, and then write down those moments and then try to like tone it down. Like I remembered a couple of weeks ago, I was playing a video game, right? And I remember someone said something to me, or something happened, like I lost a round or whatever, and I got pissed and like I was about to like blow up, and then I was like, wait, I'm not mad. And all of that, it was like a snap of the finger. I just said to myself, I'm not mad, and all those emotions and pent up like anger just dissolved, and I was in complete control, and that felt super empowering. So I think I want to track those moments and see if I can recreate that feeling. The final thing I want to add is basically that me and my friend decided to become partners, and we're going to try drop shipping. And so by next week, or Tuesday, I guess, this Tuesday, to be honest, we're going to come up with 5 ideas for like 5 products for drop shipping. And so next week I'll share with you those products and keep you updated on that. So to summarize everything for next week's video, I'm going to have created a draft presentation and storyline for the presentation, come up with 5 products for drop shipping. Write 5 poems and research what types of poetry books are the most successful, collections, stories, etc., and come up with 3. And then finally, track 3 times where I lose control of my voice. Write down those moments and then try to bring it back. Yeah, I think, yeah. And now I'm trying to think, since I'm like kind of making these videos on the fly, should I like elaborate on how I think those actionable steps will get me to my goals that are to my definition of success? I already talked about, creating a draft presentation storyline. The 5 products for research with dropshipping. I like mentioned this before, but I say a lot of stuff, and now that I have a partner, I think it'll be great practice to like learn how to meet my goals. And my partner for this idea is also a person that's kind of on self-improvement and like reaching for things, and so it'll be cool to see if I can keep him accountable, and whether to see if he can keep me accountable. And like I'll be honest, it's tomorrow we're meeting and I have 0 products because I was celebrating my birthday this weekend and I ran out of time. But let's see if I can clutch it up. And really, like, procrastinating is not good, and I don't want to do this consistently. But this is the situation that has presented myself, so I think that'll be good practice. And if some of our products like blow up or we start making some passive income, that'll be great. Otherwise, we'll just try something new. In terms of like poetry, I'm glad I'm like expressing my creativity, and I think that's all fine and dandy. If I keep writing like 5 poems every week, I'll have a good amount of poems by the end of this. Like that could definitely fill a collection. So worst comes to worst, like even like now while I'm recording this video, I'm kind of like measuring on how I like speed up my speech unconsciously because I get excited. Now, whether that's a good or a bad thing, I don't know. But if I want to, I think I can say it's a good thing if I have control on when I'm speeding up my speech. Right now, it's unconscious. And so because it's unconscious and I have no control, I would say it's a bad thing and I should work on that. So I'm going to work on that as we speak. Real time, look at that. But yeah, so I think just like expanding and pursuing my creativity just could help me reach my goals of like the poetry book. And then I'm going to try that quantifiable way of, improving my character. Because if I can learn how to like do the I'm not mad more consistently, then that'll be like a huge step in self-control and discipline. I forgot to actually read a poem like I did in the last episode, so before I went to the gym, I quickly recorded this and then I'll add this into the video. But this poem is called Zoom. Window panes of faces, squares with distracted gazes, idling chatter while browsing through matter. When will this meeting end? I pretend to be engaged while my head fills with rage, wasting my time, a detestable crime. When will this meeting end? Writing fake haikus, what say I do? They ask me what I'm doing. I hope I don't get fired. When will this meeting end? So yeah, I think this is a shorter video. I want to just check this. It's like 8 minutes or 4 minutes, whatever. I'm gonna edit it down. But thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment on how I can improve these videos and make it more beneficial and enjoyable for you. I mean, at the end of the day, I am doing this for myself, but hey, if this blows up and gives me the ability to talk to people that I really want to talk to, like that's tough and that's awesome. So yeah, peace, and until next time.